So, I want to talk a little bit about realities for a minute. So, the creation of your reality. So, do this little self experiment, right? Look at yourself, look at the things that you own, all right? Look at where you are in life, your house, your cars, and whatever else, your clothes. Look at your physical self, look at your body, you know what I mean? Look at how it's turned out. Um, and just come to realize, look at your circle of friends, your spouse. Everything in your life is literally, and I don't mean this in some magical fucking fairy dust figurative kind of a way. I mean this very literally. Everything in your life is the manifestation of the thoughts that you have been entertaining throughout your life. You have literally created your realities as a byproduct of your thoughts. There's a book I actually read about this, not exactly, but for the most part on this subject. It's called As a Man Thinketh, which the author was actually quoting a Bible verse, I'm pretty sure. And the verse goes, as a man thinketh, so is he. Something of that sort. I highly recommend that book. It's a short read, and it's going to teach you a lot about yourself and the power of thought. But basically, you exercise the ability of a creator, the power of a creator in your life, in your reality, by bringing your thoughts into physical being, into manifestations of reality, by thinking them first. So everything that you have, if you're in great shape, you've been thinking a lot about going to the gym and being in great shape, and the thoughts created a momentum that turned into energy, that turned into actual physical effort, that turned into you being in great shape. And that's the way things really work. Everything begins by being conceived in the mind, and that is a very true thing religiously, philosophically, just realistically. It's a fact. This phone I'm recording, my cell phone right now, began in someone's mind. Someone thought of it, and then some person brought it into reality, and then Steve Jobs took credit for it. But that's all good. That's one of the things that rich people do. But yeah, it's so that brings me to another great point. Like, how do you change? How do you change your reality, where you're at? And if you're not happy with something, what do you do? Well, one of the things you have to do is change your stimulus, because thoughts come as a product of stimulus. Sometimes you have spontaneous thoughts, but even those arise as a result of the things that you've been thinking of in the past. The mind keeps working on things that you've been thinking about after you've already put them aside. In your subconscious, you have energy that is always at work on the things that you've been thinking about. That's why sometimes you might be trying to remember somebody's name. You'll be like, man, what was that motherfucker's name? Like, I can't remember this dude's name. And then a day or two later, you're not even thinking about that shit. It just pops into your mind, Steve. And you weren't even thinking about Steve, you know what I mean? But your subconscious keeps on exercising on the things that you've long since stopped thinking about. So be careful what you think today, because it's going to pop back up tomorrow in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So one of the ways to change is really to change your stimulus, change your surroundings. Now, you might not be able to change the place where you live right away, or your job right away, but what can you change? You can change the people you hang out with. You are literally comprised of the people you spend the most time with. You are made up of their personalities. And I even hear that financially, like if you take your several closest friends and you divide their income, that it equals yours somehow. A friend who's into money told me that shit once. Never tried it. You can change the people you hang out with, the books you read, the programs you watch on television. The programs you watch on television have a lot of subtle things in them to alter your behavior. I don't know when's the last time I watched a movie, a big name movie, and wasn't somebody drinking in it. Lately I've virtually have quit drinking, and I've noticed that almost every program I watch, some motherfucker's drinking. He's drinking something brown in a bottle, or in a cup, or in a glass, or something. It always looks chill and cool as fuck when that person is drinking. I'm getting a subtle message, man, you should drink more. So you got to be careful about what you allow into your consciousness through these television programs, you know, the books you read, the magazines, the social media. All these things are putting thoughts into your mind that your subconscious is defenseless. It's like, well, I guess this is what this guy wants to make his realities of, so I'm just going to keep on taking this stuff in. I'm going to churn it up and turn it into something and put it in his life. And then you take in all this negative stimulus and you end up in a shitty situation. You're like, fuck, how did I get there? But you've been assimilating the products that reality is made of for years now, you know? I'm guilty of the shit, so I'm on no pedestal right now. I'm not in a high horse, so I'm sitting on the fucking floor. So that's one way to alter realities, is alter the stimulus that affects the thoughts that you think, you know? It might seem like a small thing, but man, so many great things I've done in my estimation in my life have been a result of me consciously making an effort to think more positively and to be around people that are more conducive to my ultimate success. Understand that whatever friend you have or acquaintance, whoever it is, or partner you're with who's bringing a lot of drama into your life is also helping you create a reality that you may not be happy with in the end. So I guess just think about that. I'm gonna go meditate. I meditate every night. Because I'm crazy as shit, and if I don't, there's no way I could deal with you fucking people every day. So, hope that's useful to somebody. Peace.